think I did something wrong.
No, that wasn't you.
It was Kevin Spacey. Hello, it's Jeff Nurcho, and today we are talking about Superman Returns, and this is to my... Look, it's been busy couple months, that is for gosh darn sure for me, and America, and oh my god, are we all doomed? That's not for me to say. But what I will say is, Superman Returns, I tried watching it about 5 different times, okay? And this is what I found myself doing. And I didn't just, like, start over each time. I tried to start where I was at again over and over again. At first, I had technical difficulties, in which I had got it from the library. The DVD was scratched, so, quickly after Lois meets Lex at his boat or whatever, it skips to the end, and then the end. I was like, oh, dang. So then, I found the movie on HBO Max, and I just kept starting it, and I just kept stopping it. I did by myself every time I started it, rewatching the plane scene over and over again. I watched that 5 times, that's for sure, because I every time I kept trying to go back to where I was, I just stopped. I was like, oh, I can watch the plane scene one more time. And so I did. So guess what we're going to react to now? The plane scene from Superman Returns. All right, here we go. Without further ado, boom.
We're still a go for launch.
Houston, you copy?
Houston, do you copy?
Oh, God.
Maximum variance.
What the?
I kind of love and hate this idea of a plane that's also shooting a ship into space, but it sounds something that we would do.
Experiencing a slight power outage.
Well, that must be a Tesla plane or something.
What'd you do? Wasn't me. It just cycled back up.
Genesis radio check from Houston.
But we were experiencing a power outage.
Climb into 40,000 feet. Roger, 40,000 feet.
Oh my god.
We're still counting down for ignition.
Platform, we have a problem.
Go.
Looks like something faulted during the power outage.
It's like, why?
Still
I don't
counting
know.
down for ignition. Platform, you have...
It's comic booky enough, Superman Returns. Just some things aren't working. Like, I think pacing-wise, it's tough.
Genesis, you're go for evac.
And the chemistry between Lois and Clark is just not there. You really need the chemistry between Lois and Clark if you want Superman to work, I think. This action sequence, though, I'm about to get hyped. I'm starting to get hyped a little bit. 'Cause this is... Well, I saw this in theaters. Dude.
Override is unresponsive. Override is unresponsive.
And if you're lucky, you may hear the faint pop of the sonic boom.
Faint. Yeah, get your effing stuff. Oh no. This is so hype. This is a terrifying scenario. It makes no goddamn sense, but this is a terrifying scenario. See, if you... Oh no. Terrifying. What the fudge are you doing, Lois Lane? Oh, trying to save the presenter. Nice. Sam Huntington, brilliant Jimmy Olsen. Probably, like, one of the best parts of the movie. Mr. Clark! Mr. Kent! Fun. He's already gone, Jimmy. So, I feel so bad for Brandon Routh in this movie. Because he is doing 1,000% in this movie. and he's great. And I think with a better script, he's great. Brandon Routh is great in this movie. There's nothing wrong with him. Nothing wrong with him.
Insertion booster ignition in 5 seconds.
Whoa! Oh! This is so violent. I love it. Oh my god. Like, just like, why is there a rocket on a stupid plane? You know? Superman! And the flying scenes of this are probably some of the best Superman flying scenes. Period. Although CGI doesn't quite hold up anymore now. But some it does. I love all that. Love how that looks. Look at this. Here we go, baby. This is insane. Look at this. Alright, Rocket, go do your stupid junk in the space. Now look at this plane. Oh my fudging god. These people are in space. What the fudge are they gonna do? These people are in space right now. Oh, this is so cool. Watch this, watch this, watch this. See, Bryan Singer does like to play with physics and stuff like this, and that is cool. Whoa! Snap! This is so cool! Okay. That's awesome. Right there. That shot was awesome. That's a cool shot. That's actually not bad looking. Look at that. Yes! Oh my god. Lois, sit down! Get somewhere somehow! I know it's not that easy. That suit is pretty. That cape. The score. Oh. The score of this movie is good. This is not like, there's so many pieces that should be good in this movie. Oh my god, look at that. That's so cool! Oh my god! Whoa! Dude, this is so cool! Oh my god! How does Superman save a fudging airplane? This is so cool! Oh my god! Dude, what the fudge? Whoa! 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 Come on! Get it! How? Come on. Come on. You got it, Supes. This is so cool. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh! That is so cool. That is so cool. What the fudge? Fly up. No shot. I do like this. Like, just looks.
You
Look at that.
Well, I hope this experience hasn't put any of you off flying. Statistically speaking, it's still the safest way to travel.
Dude. Superman Returns. Okay, so I guess my overall thoughts on Superman Returns I'll give right quick. This movie is not that good. That scene is spectacular though. Oh my goodness, the score of this movie is great. I think it's John Ottman, who also edited the X-Men movies. Let me just make sure. John Ottman, Superman? Yes, it was John Ottman. Love his score. He also works on other Bryan Singer joints. Let me see what other Bryan Singer joints. Bryan Singer. Lucy! Come on, Lucy! X-Men, Usual Suspects, and Bohemian Rhapsody. And he's also an editor. He's a really good editor. That being said, Superman Returns, the problem with it is it's so slow, and it's too much Kevin Spacey. Even though Kevin Spacey does kind of shine as Lex Luthor, and he fits the role of an evil guy well, evil old guy, it is a little too much Lex Luthor in this movie. Like, it starts with Lex Luthor, and we're just always with Lex Luthor, and the problem with these movies is there's not enough Clark Kent. Now, I will say, there is more Clark Kent in this movie than probably any of the Snyder movies, so I do appreciate that a great deal. Like I said, Brandon Routh is doing great trying to emulate Christopher Reeves, but maybe also you could argue doing too much of that. But I also think, I mean, he looks like him, so why not? I don't know, I guess it's sort of up to your interpretation. My one issue is, if you're going to get somebody like Christopher Reeve, why didn't you cast a Lois Lane that was more like Margot Kidder? And I don't want to poop. Oh, I don't want to say it like that, but I don't want to, like, shame Kate Bosworth. Kate Bosworth. She's good. Like, she's not bad as, like a reporter in, a newsroom. Like, I kind of do like how, like, the aesthetic, you kind of hear a little bit of a, oh, what's going on, Chief? In her voice. But as far as her and Clark and Superman scenes, they're just not working for me. They do understand the whole idea of, like, she just absolutely doesn't notice Clark Kent. But, like, it's almost to, like, a creepy degree, because thinking Clark is so obsessed with Lois in these office scenes, and then Lois has absolutely no idea who he is half the time. She's barely realized he's back and does, like, hardly even cares. And I thought that was thinking crazy. I do like the idea of, like, Clark having to be, like, deal with this other guy who's also pretty good. Like, this is the first time I've seen a movie where the love interest, so, like, you know how, like, there's always, like, a guy, and he loves a girl, and he's like, oh, man, I really want to be with that girl, and she's with this effing jerk of a boyfriend. You're always wondering, like, why the heck is she with that effing jerk of a boyfriend? When I was a kid, this is probably the first movie I saw where it's like, oh, it's this guy, Clark Kent, he's the hero, you want to be with Clark, you're Clark Kent, and then you're thinking you love Lois Lane, but, oh, who's this effing guy, who's effing why is Cyclops in this effing DC movie? And what I like about it, though, is, like, he plays Richard White. I guess he's related to Perry. He's a good guy. He's actually a great guy. And he himself is probably more super than Clark Kent ever was. Literally, Lois Lane especially. Like, he actually cares about Lois Lane and has the capacity to only care about Lois Lane and be there and all that jazz. And not be jealous. Even though if he is a little jealous, he's not going to say it because he's thinking, like, I trust her and blah, blah, blah. So cool. All that stuff. I didn't see that stuff in movies until I think this movie when I was a kid, like I said, but granted, you know, I didn't watch a lot of I watched a lot of movies when I was a kid, but I didn't watch, like, mature relationship-y movies, and this is a stupid comic movie, so yeah, I appreciate that. Anyway, what else? This movie drags in the middle, and when I say I try to rewatch it a bunch of times because it's thinking drag so long, like, it's a long movie. It's a little slow. It doesn't, like, I think maybe it should have been, like, maybe it should have let John Ottman edit it because it's thinking kind of rough. Oh, he did edit it. I don't know how I'm going to edit this video now. But, It's just rough. I don't know what the deal was with this movie. It's not enough. I guess it's not enough Lois and Clark or Superman and Lois scenes, which I understand because Lois is kind of mad at him in this movie. But even when they are together, there's not enough chemistry that really makes you feel excited, and so you're just sort of like, who cares about them two? And then you're just sort of watching Superman get his butt kicked by Lex Luthor, and Lex Luthor, he's chewing up the scenery, but it's also like, he's the bad guy. See, I started running out of steam just talking about it. I don't really know. I don't really care about Superman Returns. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye! That's Superman Returns. That scene was awesome, though, wasn't it? Heck yeah.